Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be diving into the interview that the creator of Maximum Football had. This is going to be the last time I cover this game until we get more information of gameplay or Dynasty. So let's go ahead and let's hop into this. So here's the page. If you have a Discord and you go to the Maximum Football page's Discord, they left a link to this website here where they had an interview, Micah Brown, and he kind of talked of the future of the game and what he wanted to see. He talked a little bit about his past with football games and brought up games like Tecmo Bowl, 2K4 and 5, Madden 04 and 08, and which these are all very good. He's hitting on every button that, you know, old OG football fans like. Those are the best of the games out of all of them. And so that's got me excited, but I wanted to kind of skim down. We know about the customization. That's going to be awesome. It's been awesome, but it's going to be even better. You know, also weather. We want to create a football platform where users can play with tons of different rule sets, field configurations, severe weather changes, and more without having to relaunch the game every year. And this is what I was talking about. They're changing how football will be played, how football games will be developed, if they can deliver this and get a backing. They're launching the foundation of a football game, and they're saying, hey, we're going to build upon it each year. You're not going to have to repurchase it like you do in Madden. In the end, that's what Madden does. But you have to buy it every year to get that next little version, but it's the same foundation, really. This is going to be amazing, and I think they're going to be able to change to where you have XFL and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to go down, you know, and talk about the positives of maybe them not having the NFL license, which is one big thing. Is the you know, there comes negatives with it. Like, license don't only come with advantages, like he said here. EA Sports some time ago had to tone down the tackle animations and collisions on Madden because of the NFL did not like how violent they looked. Even though they have that in their league, they think it's a bad look for their league, so they tell EA, hey, don't put concussions in the game. Or, I don't want the helmets to pop off anymore. Those kind of things, even though we all know that those things have that. Well, with no license, Micah Brown and this Maximum Football team, development team, has no restraints. They can do whatever they want. They can make them how hard they want to. They can do all of that. So the team used the Unreal Engine 5 to achieve all of this. According to Brown, lightning, physics, audio, animation tools. We'll see, you know, they're going to need to build upon what they have. But it gets interesting the farther we go down. Maximum Football will launch with online multiplayer, right? Offering competitive and casual game modes. So they're going to have a competitive online, you know, feature, which I think is cool. I hope it's like a ladder or like a ranked system. I hope you do play in seasons and can try and get into your championship game and play against other. I hope the servers are very strong, because I can't stand EA servers. That's why I don't play online competitive. Plus, I just can't stand Ultimate Team in those games. So it'll be interesting how this works with, like, there being no teams, official teams. Like, I wonder what kind of teams you'll use. I wonder what route they're going to go with that, is my big thing. As well as the biggest one we all want, Dynasty and Pro Season mode. Now, I'm not sure if that means just one season. Like, I think this is like a season mode where you'll just take a team and you play one season. But then you have your Dynasty, which I think could be either college or pros. Or maybe this is the pro franchise mode and this is the college Dynasty mode. That could be what it is as well. Which for the time being will only be playable alone. So you're not going to be able to do an online Dynasty yet. But for now, that's fine. Alright. I would rather them take their extra time with that to make sure it works when they do launch it. So they did say we will start working on the multiplayer Dynasty franchise mode after launch. So they already have it in the plans. Both modes will be in the same universe, This is where it's so cool, guys. Guys, both modes will be in the same universe. So you will be able to send Dynasty players to your franchise league and draft them onto your pro teams. So let me go ahead and reverse what I said here. This pro season mode, they need to change the name to pro franchise mode, because that's what this is. So you have 2 games in one. You have your college dynasty mode and your pro franchise mode. You can take it's all in the same universe, so you can take your dynasty franchise, your dynasty mode college players and draft them into your pro franchise all in one game. Come on, are you not hyped? Dude, that blows my mind if it works. If you guys don't remember, if you're too young to remember, back in the day, back on the PS2, EA did come up with something that was really awesome, where if you had NCAA 07 or 06 and you had Madden 06, you could take your draft class from your NCAA 06 dynasty and export them or import them to your Madden 06 draft class. 2 different games though. 2 different games that you had to have. Here you don't. You have one game. You have your dynasty franchise save file that you started, and then, oh, you know what, I'm feeling like I want to play, the pros. And so you start up a franchise mode. You have your dynasty mode that you've been playing, but now you want to play the franchise mode. Well, guess what? You can involve your dynasty mode into your franchise mode just like that. I hope this works. I hope they deliver on this. This would change everything. I may never go back. I'll tell you guys, I can deal with mediocre gameplay that's not broken, as long as it's not broken. And solid, perfection, AI, roster management, name generation, and player weight and height generation, and I'll be good. You gotta be solid in one of those. Either it's gotta be solid gameplay and decent the rest of that stuff, or it's gotta be awesome that stuff and decent gameplay. I don't need the game to be perfect for me to leave Madden, because Madden is not even close. I just need the AI to be good at managing a roster, and I need there to be, good generated players, because that was one thing Maximum just couldn't do for me personally. The player generation was horrible. If we're wanting to be immersed in our dynasty or franchise, you got to give me good player name generation, and you got to give me good player. I don't want to see a running back out there who's 300 pounds and 5'8". You know what I mean? Like, that's got to be. I'm not saying that they did that. I'm just saying that's what I mean when I say that. All right, guys, I am hyped for this. This right here alone, both modes will be in the same universe. Come on, this is. Why is no one talk? We need to talk about this. I'm not sure if anyone's talked about this. This is huge. This is huge, guys. Also, for my multiplayer guys, and I'm actually kind of excited for this as well. Multiplayer will also only allow you to play against other players at launch. With team-based modes, co-op for 2 players coming later. But what they want to do, they want to get all the way to 11v11 big team modes, where users can drop in and out on ongoing games. I think that is the way that's got to be the future of this. Like, if I can legit play safety, which is what I played in real life, and have real players across the, that, I think that's so cool. That's a big task to take. I think that needs to be later down the line. Of course, that's like the last thing I think they really need to work on. I think they need to make sure Dynasty, they don't need to forget where the meat and potatoes are, where the bread and butter is made, and that's Dynasty and franchise. If they can deliver on these 2 modes and make them both in the same universe, where we could take we have unlimited playtime. We would never leave the game. So as long as the gameplay isn't glitchy and broken, like I shouldn't be able to throw a streak up every time and it work, right? You can do that in Maximum in the past. If they deliver, guys, with these, I truly am saying this, I do think if they can deliver a decent game, it doesn't have to be great, it can be decent here, but hit on these 2 things, with the player, the roster AI, the stats need to be realistic, generated stats. I mean, I really am hoping the best for this game, guys. Make sure to support it. This is the best news I've ever heard. This is so cool. The fact that they're even shooting for this, I hope it works. I hope the stats. One thing I'm worried about is the, you know, for Dynasty players and franchise players, we like stats. We like numbers. We want to try and simulate realism. So I'm hoping the stats and the simulation is pretty, you know, realistic. You know, as far as like touchdowns thrown, yards thrown per season, and just stuff like that. Like I hope it's reliant on a player's overall as well, you know. I don't know, man. I got a lot going on in my head. I'm so excited for this game. I can't wait. It's coming out spring. We're not sure when, but springtime. It'll be out, and yeah, man. For PC, anyways. For my console players, you're gonna have to wait till the fall. So we shall see. I do think it's gonna be a late spring release. That's what I'm feeling it's gonna be. Either way, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Let me know what you think about the game, and I'll see you guys on the next one.